Hello, I'm John Proxy, and this is Odd Realm. Welcome to the proximity. I'm currently, how do I say this? I've got a phrase I like to say at the start of these videos. It's about the next step in my Itch.iOdyssey, which is where I'm attempting to play all the games, the actual games of the recently released Itch.io Racial Justice Inequality Bundle. Let's press new game show. So I've seen about 3 minutes of this because I tried recording this video and for some reason I stopped and I can't quite remember why. However, I think that might, in this case, might be a good thing. So we're going to call the realm Proximity. So this is a sort of village survivor game, like kind of like Dwarf Fortress, possibly. I'm supposed to pick a race. These 3 races don't exist yet, or they're coming soon. I'm going to pick the humans. Living in a small community since the fracture, humans have only recently started to reform. Let's make sure I've got sound. I do have sound, lovely. They're once great kingdoms, experts at settling in any environment, and having exceptional diplomatic skills, the human race has excelled in the age of settlement. And we're resourceful. They will naturally find more resources. Let's accept. So this is, I like the look at this. I like pixel art. This is sleeping range, but we can go to High Nook and the Tamed Wastes. I don't know where to go, but it recommends a tiger. Is that how you pronounce that, tiger? And I kind of want to live near people, even though it says that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Oh, they're ancients though. Could be interesting. Chances are I won't see them, but I tell you what, I'll put myself right here. That's a golden copse. We want tiger, don't we? Oh, hang on, that's not... Yeah, no, that's tiger. Sure, let's settle here. I don't know what this means. Let's go for pioneers, though. I'm guessing these are, yeah, difficult. So the safe flats, I can get to rename them. So the Itchian flats. I have this stuff. Let's depart. I like the loading where it says hiding treasure. So we've got 125 new blueprints. It is paused. Now I might be missing some tutorial. So the one thing I noticed is you can zoom out, and I think that's super cool. I mean, it's just layers, I get that, but still, that's really impressive. But the only problem is I keep wanting to like zoom out to get a bigger view of the world, and I can't. You can see it up there. So it might be missing a little bit of the tutorial that I could do with. But I can select a person. I've got these people, they're currently idle. We are... Oh, we can pause. Hang on, is this unpaused or is this paused? That is unpaused. Cool. I don't know what I want to do right now. But I have all these buttons I can press. You see, I kind of wish I reset the tutorial. This is the Settlers Overview screen. Here you can see the Settlers... I have been drinking a little bit. Not that much, to be honest, though. Went to a posh off license. A posh license. Some hipster beer. I wanted some sour ales. And since the shops are open again, I figured this would be a good opportunity to get some. Anyway, here you can see settlers' statuses and attributes as well as navigate the individual settlers quickly. Yeah, and I had some weak raspberry. So yeah, it was very nice. To change skills that settlers can use, navigate the permissions tab. So it is kind of like Dwarf Fortress. I've watched other people play Dwarf Fortress. It's a bit much for me. Though arguably, you know, this looks a lot better than Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, so I can make them, encourage them to do certain roles. This seems really deep. Like, absurdly so. This is the uniform screen. Here you can create and edit gear sets for your uniforms. It's possible to use one gear set for many uniforms. Cool. Settlers will automatically equip the items of gear set if they fulfill the uniform's prerequisites. For example, uniforms can be assigned to professions, where your settlers of a specific profession will equip items from the uniform. Or you can assign uniforms to control groups, where settlers in that group will equip items from the uniform. What we need is a charismatic and clever individual to make a video how to play this game. And I am not that. I'll leave you to decide in which way I fail. Possibly both. But yes. This is my worry going into this, which is like, oh, there's something here, but I'm not going to be able to see it in time. Individual overrides. So I've not really... I bought a couple of games like this, like RimWorld. No, I've not bought RimWorld because I'm waiting for it to go cheap, but I have a couple, and I've just never really started them, and I expect they probably might have... the famous ones have slightly easier tutorials to get through, like a little simulacra. I don't know if that's a correct word I'm using there. Like a little tutorial planet to start with reduced mechanics. Go feed that sheep, that'll help. Because this is a lot. This is like a lot straight away. Might be. I could build stuff. Okay. If I want. I don't have a dirt clod. No dirt walls for you. We can just build normal walls. So maybe I'll try and build a house. You know, I'll set my sights reasonably low. I do not want to migrate. Oh, we can zoom in. How do I zoom out? Oh, that's cool. I can zoom. Yeah. Secondary info. Cool, that's neat. Utilities. Rooms. So I can build some rooms. So I guess we want to, like, somewhere for them to sleep. The game has not suggested anything for me to do. Many things in your settlement will require stone chunks and wood logs to be built. You can designate mining jobs for your miners in order to find stone chunks in the ground. And if your biome has trees or logs, you can designate logging jobs for your foresters. Okay, so I guess we want to have a foresting job? I don't... Okay, so, right, let's give them jobs. It's getting dark and I thought it was paused. Pause. You. Ah. No. Oh, I see. No, you got to mine a location. Okay, cool. I did not mean to do that. Okay, I mined a thing. You? No, ah. Cool. We are now logging some logs. An oak tree can now be made. Let's harvest some stuff. Nice satisfying noise. I don't know, let's make a hole in this mountain. That's not a mountain, John, that's a basic hell. About rooms. I'm gonna just build a bedroom. 4x4? Sure, why not? What does it say? Bedroom 2, bedroom... I don't know. Are they going to do all that? They seem to be doing stuff like he's digging stuff out. That's kind of neat. Zones. Okay, so I think they're now just putting all the resources there. I'll make that bigger. Cool. To be fair, I wasn't really sure what I was doing, so I just kind of mined the thing. But I guess we're now putting all our stuff there. Huh. This is really neat. I just wish I knew what I was doing. I like that they're digging stuff, though. That's nice. I should have digged into something a little bit higher. But I guess there's nothing stopping me from digging down. But we're getting resources. And everyone else is putting stuff away, which I appreciate. A little spot of fishing and maybe collect some water. Collect this stuff. The building didn't... Nothing really got built there, did it? What if I go deeper? Or mine. We'll go like that, and then we'll build. Like that, I guess. I don't know what he's doing there. They're all doing stuff though, which I like. I suspect I'm doing quite poorly at this. How do I deselect this? Oh, they're just going to die in the middle of the night. 2 idle settlers. Oh, okay, so that's for designating rooms, not for building them. Oh, they're sleeping. I shall fast forward until the morning. Alright, yeah, I know about the zones menu. I can... yes, the tutorials inventory screen. Yep. It's a bit weird that you just told me about this, but whatever. Certain events will be indicated by the notification pip. You can see previous notifications as well as work combat and fishing events from the notification screen. Oh, there's stuff in here. That's interesting. What's our mining schedule? You know what? I should just set up more miners. When I figure out how to. You have my permission to mine. Why are they red? Let's pause our game. Turn that off. So what I'm going to do is set the beds again, I guess? Or more digging. I can't quite see. That's not very clear, by the way. I want these rooms, basically. While I do that, I am going to designate some bedrooms. Owl! Owl has appeared! If you're unable to find a body of water or want to automate the water collection process, you can designate a wellhouse room. Rooms such as wellhouse that have automatic jobs provide new options within production screen, this case collecting water. Most rooms require that you have the right props in them to get work done. Cool. Okay, can I make a nice floor? Plank wall, dirt wall. What about floors? I just figure it would look nicer. It's probably quite costly for wood, but like trees and wood is something I can figure out. Bit of the old stone. I have quite a lot of good dirt clod now, though. How did the stone happen straight away? Or is it that's a designated stone area? Oh, no, that little bit there is going to look good though. What's all this? Melon seed. Maybe we should plant some stuff. Oh, somebody's leveled up. Some carrots. Some melons. Some wheat. Some apple trees. Cool, planting is going on. This is all being built up. I guess I want that to be stone as well. Or wood planks? Why not? There you go, really mark out our entrance. The reasons I'm not sure of. It's getting there. Things are happening. Not especially quickly, but I'm probably doing very poorly right now. Let's gather more water. That might be a thing that's worth doing. Oh. Do I gather? Temperature. Well, some planting's happened. Yes, let's mine that tin. Let's go further down. Like, let's stop pretending this is a game about me knowing what I'm doing and just mine for the sheer love of mining. I don't really know how to do steps, so I'm just gonna not do steps. Let's see if that makes any sense. I'm parched. Used to collect water. I did. I collected water. But, you know, I'll get more water. It's there. Somebody needs to grab it. Jobs. You know what? I think there was a gather job. I can't harvest that water. How do I just grab the water? Guys, put that wall... You know what? A well, I guess? I should zone out a well. I guess this is our farm. If we want a campfire, I guess that would be nice. A well house. Alright. There maybe? It's in a weird function, but we'll go get some more trees as well, because that's a thing I can physically understand conceptually. Oh, he's going to do the entire thing, isn't he? Okay, so what's happening? Have a look at our steps. Yeah, I did that so I can make the room bigger if I wanted to. Did he fall? Yes, I feel like this is the sort of game you need to go in with a plan. And I don't really have one. I also might want to just build out. I don't know how deep you can go. It's pretty damn deep. It says up there. We've barely scratched the surface. Right. So I think this is a sort of quick look that's only really served to make me look a bit rubbish at computer games. Because this is a sort of thing what I would want to do if I want to get into it is just find somebody who knows what they're doing to teach me how to play. Because I'm genuinely surprised my people haven't died yet. But you know, you build a castle, don't you? You go, oh, that room's going to do that, that room's going to do that, and it's going to be great. They're going to do weird things, and it's going to be lovely. I started that at the end when I thought, okay, no, I should actually be trying to build stuff or whatever. But, you know, bit of Minecraft, a bit of Dwarf Fortress. Figure something out. But I think I'm going to let you go. I'm going to save my game. So, obviously before the video can end, we'll actually continue, because why not? Before the video can end, we're going to jump 24 hours into the future, and I'm going to give my impressions of what I saw so far. And then after that, we're going to come back to real-time John and see what the next game is. Right. That was odd. Which is kind of fitting, because we are talking about Oddworld. Is it 2 words or is it 1? Really? That's how you're going to do your capital R? Fine. These are, of course, my impressions. And it's a drawing of the Oddworld. We don't have the colours greens or blues, but we do have oranges, and I guess that will do. But in the meantime, I should probably say my impressions of Oddworld. Alright, so it very much felt like that I didn't play enough to really get a decent read of if it was good or not. Do you know what? I don't like any of that. I don't like any of the drawing. There's a fill. Well, I kind of like that effect, though. We'll keep that. Right. Yes, it felt like this is a sort of game that you need a little bit of expertise in. You need a little bit of training. You need to know what you're doing. And because I didn't, and because I don't have very much experience in those types of games, I couldn't really supply that. I've just realised that these colours are the ones I can see in the world, aren't they? Although that yellow's not the same, so maybe not. So yes, there was that, but it looked good, right? It had good graphics, the game worked well. I just didn't know what I was doing, and it was very overwhelming. But there is something to be said about teaching people who don't know what the hell they're doing in a way that's not overwhelming. The other thing is, these games tend to be really time consuming, and a part of me thinks that if I really wanted to get into a game like that, I might track one down that I know is more finished. Now that might be the problem with every sort of game. That doesn't really feel like fair criticism, but you know, it's what I felt. Yeah. This is going to take ages, I guess, John. It doesn't even look good. None of your drawings look good. That's sort of the point, isn't it? Yes, I'm doing that on purpose. But yes, and those are my kind of core two things, and I kind of wish I could say more. But like I'm dreadfully unqualified to talk about it, and it feels like a game I need to be quote unquote qualified to talk about more so than most of the other things I've played so far. Like even like what was the last one? Because that looked professional, the last one as well. Beacon, yes. So Beacon looked like a game that potentially had some expertise in how deep it was, but I still felt like talking about it. Although quite a lot of that was me going, yeah, it's okay. So it's always sort of the struggle with the more professional seeming games. Now, professional doesn't necessarily translate to good either. Like I'm not using that game as a synonym for good. What I mean is it looks like that it has money behind it. Now, not to say that Oddworld does. Oddworld looks like it could be done by one very talented person. I don't know, or like a small team. I suspect it's a small team, but it looks really good for that small team, assuming it is a small team. So I think it's impressive, but I need to know more about the genre, because it's a genre that I know very little about. Like I've watched people play videos of Dwarf Fortress, and that's it. But like I know like sim games, and they're sort of not a million miles away. But yes, I could have done with. I think this is the most useful thing I could say actually. I could have done with a miniature version of the game. Like before you even go on the planet, here's a field. Please make a tent. Please get some food. Please do this. Just walk me through it like I'm an idiot, because chances are I might be. I'm supposed to write something cursive. Okay, well, I've already failed. You don't. There we go. That's not really a curse word, but whatever. But also we have this. And I guess that's all I can really say about Oddworld. It clearly has. It's being built still. There's more races. It feels like I need to put 10 hours into this. Like some things, I think. Yeah, a lot of the games I've played, I've been like, oh, you know, if I played like an hour instead of half an hour, or you know, or this is a short game, I might as well have played the entire game. But this feels like, no, this could take you 30 hours, and you need to put 10 hours in to really get something out of it. And I haven't. But so the only thing I can really say is, yeah, the UI looked good. Some of it was a little bit small, so I couldn't some of it was difficult to read. And there's just a lot of friction in me not knowing the genre. Anyway, those are my impressions of Odd Realm. I might have called it Odd World a couple of times, which is a completely different game. Let's hand in our cursive. See what we got. I got an A. Lovely. So swatches are the colours, so I do have all the colours. Anyway, let's Make sure there's no cutscenes here. The ideal worm. Well, I'm sorry. We already know what the ideal worm is. I'm going to have to do this now. Oh! Alright, well that's going to be in the background of whatever I talk about next, which is going to be, well, we're going to find out, aren't we? So this was Odd Realm, wasn't it? The next one is going to be Night of the Consumers. Retail is hell. Well, it's got a very interesting aesthetic. Let's have a look at the page. It's your first day on the job, and the store is closing in a matter of minutes. The consumers, with their unrelenting thirst for consumer service, are still prowling the aisles, and there are shelves still to be stocked up. The store needs to be kept in pristine condition, and empty shelves will not be tolerated by the manager. Welcome to hell. Ooh, I like the look of this. Right. This, of course, has been Oddworld. I fear I did not go very far. I could have just kept digging, to be honest, and see what happens. Maybe even try to talk to my neighbours or something. I don't know. But I've been John Foxy. You're now leaving proximity.